Update 1 on Typhoon Dujuan, currently located in the Western Pacific with winds of 145 miles per hour and a pressure of 929 millibars. It's been that way for some time, moving west at 9 miles per hour. Its position right now 23 degrees north, 124.8 degrees east as of 8 PM UTC on September 27th. The storm's expected to hit Taiwan very soon indeed, in around 18 hours or less, possibly as a Category 4 typhoon, certainly going to pack quite a punch that we haven't seen for a few years over there. And then the storm's expected to move further towards China, where it will make a second landfall as a typhoon, possibly as a moderate to high-end Cat 1 at worst, but it may be weaker than that, but certainly something to watch out for over there too. Indeed, yellow typhoon warnings are in effect for the coast of China, but the main typhoon warnings right now are in effect for the whole of the island of Taiwan and the Japanese islands, Yaeyama and Miyako Islands, in the southernmost Ryukyu Islands chain. That's the latest information on the warning. Something else to point out that's not on this map illustrated is that there are gale advisories in effect for Okinawa as well in Japan. No other warnings elsewhere apart from the yellow alert in China. Sea surface temperature's fairly warm right now, around 28 degrees. That will decrease as a storm progresses towards the west-northwest. Will still be around 26 though when it makes its, we expect, final landfall in China. Look at the wind shear right now though, extremely low amounts of wind shear around the storm in its immediate vicinity, and all the way along its forecasted track into China it's going to be very low indeed, so the storm could strengthen all the way up until its first landfall in Taiwan. There it is right now, taking on possibly one or two annular characteristics. It certainly looked better earlier on, I think, in my opinion, but right now it still looks like a beast of a storm. Look at it, here's the latest satellite imagery from the NOAA floaters. You can see how the storm's been progressing towards the west-northwest, and if you're on Taiwan right now in that pink outline on the left-hand side of the storm, you'd be very worried about this cyclone, and rightly so, because this could make landfall with winds of 130 miles per hour plus sustained if you're in the landfall zone. But throughout the whole of Taiwan we could see typhoon conditions with winds of 75 miles per hour or higher. Elsewhere around the world, this is what it looks like right now on Force 13's dedicated tracking page. Invest 99W located near the international date line, rather low latitude as well. Niala is still going as a tropical storm heading south of Hawaii, and Tropical Storm Marty could possibly become a surprise hurricane on approach to Mexico, but that's currently not anticipated. And what's left of Ida is still going somehow as well, and Invest 90S, the first one of the season in the southern hemisphere, the Indian Ocean. 72 tropical storms have formed so far in 2015, that's just 6 off 2010, the previous least active season. 38 cyclones with winds of 74 miles per hour or higher, 27 Category 3 storms with winds of 115 miles per hour plus. That's not terribly far from record levels, particularly for the time of year. Who knows what that number will be by the end. Hello and welcome, this is Force 13 Live. My name is Nathan Foy, and I just thought I'd show you first of all what the earlier update showed on Typhoon Dujuan, which is closing in on Taiwan. I'm joined as always by the Skype team. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
Yes, hello, what's going on? Tell us about Dujuan.
Nathan, why do you always take the mick out of the things I say?
I don't.
Okay.
That's a good start to the show.
No. Well, actually, I'll say something about Dujuan as well.
Okay.
Interesting system, actually. Intensified quite quickly. Also, it looks to me to be sort of an annular typhoon as well.
It does have annular characteristics. Devon, do you think it's more or less annular than it was earlier? I'm not sure whether it is or not.
That question will be answered this Sunday night!
Really?
Really, Devon?
Fantastic.
Oh no.
I was asking an honest question, you know, but hey. Is he unable to speak right now, or is he just going to have a silent laughing fit throughout the whole show? Oh, we've lost Lee for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Daniel, are you lying in bed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I've
This
got
is
the
the fantastic
I am ready for you,
professional
Jean.
service that we have with Daniel in bed and Devon somehow mute and Lee dropping off, but Lee's back, whatever.
No, came back, I was
Nathan,
just changing
Nathan.
over.
Yes,
Nathan.
Michael, what?
Daniel's pretty
No,
much just
thank
saying,
you.
I'm ready for you,
This
Jean.
is the current situation on Typhoon Dujuan, currently moving towards Taiwan. As you can see on the floater imagery here, looking very strong indeed. That classic donut wrapping around the eye there. Impressive structure.
You are a donut.
Current wind speeds 145 miles an hour, gusting the Category 5 intensity, and could possibly intensify further as it approaches landfall, which we'd expect in around maybe. Well, I actually calculated earlier that at this current rate, we could well see landfall in 13 hours' time. It's probably going to end up being somewhere around there. As for exactly what location, I expect it's going to be the northern half of Taiwan, but quite where, we still don't really know. Thoughts, questions, comments? You can send us your own comments, by the way, if you're watching the video. Just type it into the YouTube chat.
I've got a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Already
Where's
started.
Where's Craig?
Craig's probably gone to bed.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know where Craig is.
Craig did say he was staying up for the lunar eclipse.
Oh, right. I'm not responsible for Craig's actions, so I have no idea what Craig's doing. Michael, tell us about... I mean, you seem to be the expert at this. We still can't hear Devon, by the way, if you're trying to speak. Michael, what's going on tonight with the moon?
It's getting big. No. No.
Well, I suppose it is, in a way.
Yeah, because it's actually a supermoon tonight, also coinciding with the lunar eclipse, which I'm looking forward to staying up to watch. Although it could be less quality because I can't find the battery for the camera, so probably just having to be look for a telescope and then just doing a live stream commentary.
Right.
So most of you guys should be able to see it from where you are. Because actually, I think quite a fair bit of the areas that are seeing the lunar eclipse tonight are kind of actually clear.
Clear skies.
That's fairly clear skies.
Certainly not clear skies in Taiwan.
No, definitely not.
Lee, what are your observations on Dujuan? I know you've been watching it closely.
Well, I'm actually concerned about the storm surge
Storm surge.
because of the supermoon. I think the storm surge is going to be higher than what they're expecting. So I think there's going to be quite a lot of damage
Do you
once
have
it
any
comes
kind
in.
of ballpark figure there?
What do you mean?
Any idea what sort of, how high?
I think it'll go to about 15 feet.
15. That's the same as the tsunami in Chile.
Yeah, I think it'll
Or
be
is
quite
that
a
meters?
high storm surge.
Is that feet or meters? Can't remember anymore. Whatever. But there we are. It's
So I'm very concerned for the coastline.
now here's the crunch question. Do you guys think it will intensify further before landfall or
good
not?
question, Nathan.
JTWC
Just-
don't think so.
I think it's
Just one
good.
quick thing. Do you guys know, speaking of storm surge, do you guys know if the slosh models ran outside of the United States?
I have no idea. Probably not. At least we can hear you now.
Oh well.
I think it's got one
Yeah,
more window to
I'm not
intensify.
sure what the hell happened,
Oh.
alright. But anyways, okay, Typhoon Dujuan, or however it's pronounced. Excuse my English. Excuse my Chinese.
Yes, yes.
Excuse everything that I say. It's probably wrong. Okay, so Typhoon. I'm on a roll today, ain't I?
Fantastic.
I called while I was getting dinner. I called the feds the Freds. So I'm on a roll today. Okay. So Typhoon Dujuan is currently only in less than 2 knots of wind shear. It looks like.
It's extremely low. Extremely low.
Very
Yes.
low.
I just want to point out what
Two
David...
only in 2 knots of
Yeah.
only in 2 knots of wind shear, and usually for a typhoon to hold intensity, it's about 15 knots of wind
Yeah.
shear is
That's
usually that
remarkable.
battleground. So absolutely no wind shear to speak of. Just let me pull up water vapor real
There's
quick
dry
here.
air over China, I believe.
Yes,
Yes,
dry
it is.
air over China is the only issue to speak of, and Typhoon Dujuan, Duchen,
Devon, I just want to point out what David says first. He says maximum significant wave height is 35 feet. Do you think we'll see that sort of thing going on in Taiwan?
Well, maximum significant wave height is not exactly the same as what the storm surge is going to be.
Right.
Because the maximum significant wave height with Hurricane Ivan back in 2004 was over 120 feet. So there was
And what
no,
was the
there was
eventual
obviously
storm
no
surge?
120-foot storm surge anywhere.
How much was it? Do you remember?
In Florida, I think between 15 and 20 feet. But that's
So
just,
lower by a factor of 10, nearly.
yeah, but I know that Taiwan has some pretty mountainous terrain, so once Duchen starts to get close to Taiwan, it should start to weaken.
Right.
The sea surface temperatures, the ocean heat content, everything is perfectly fine for sustaining this as a Cat 5 and more all the way into Taiwan. So the only thing that's going to slow this storm down is going to be land interaction. No shear to stop it. The sea surface temperature is conductive. Dry air is not going to be an issue. So the only thing that's going to weaken it is land interaction.
I was doing a bit of research before the show started, and there's only ever been 3 Category 5 storms that made landfall in Taiwan as a Category 5. And they were quite a while ago as well. I think they were all before 1980. But there were quite a lot of Category 5 storms that weakened, and sometimes substantially, to below Category 5 before landfall, and that must simply be down to the terrain.
Yeah, you could definitely say that, but I'm not expecting that to happen here. I'm expecting this to maybe drop 10, 15 knots at the 15 knots at the very most. I'm not expecting this storm Duchen to weaken that much. Typhoon Solar earlier this year made landfall as a high-end Category 2 on Taiwan. Winds of 110 miles an hour, if I remember correctly.
This, I guess, is a different scenario, though, because Solar was weaker on the approach
yes,
as well.
Pseudolore was a Cat 3 and did not display annular characteristics like Duchen is showing here.
Do you think an annular typhoon has better odds of surviving Taiwan than a non-annular?
Absolutely. Annular systems are basically the perfect hurricane. You can basically say that it's the perfect structure for a hurricane. So anytime, usually annular hurricanes aren't exactly the strongest hurricanes. As you can see here, this is just Cat 4, but they are almost always the most durable type of hurricane, and they literally just control the weather around them.
Sure, Michael.
Yeah, same about I forgot now.
Okay. Daniel?
Dujuan, is it Dujuan? It's Category 5 now, isn't it?
No.
No,
You could be forgiven for thinking it is by looking at it, but no.
Yeah, it is. The only thing that's keeping this thing from being a Cat 5 is probably a lack of cold cloud tops.
Yeah.
The eye is there, and
Yeah.
from the looks of it, it may have even undergone a little bit of a, I don't know, but the eye got really jagged there for a little bit, and now it's just coming back to look real circular.
Yeah, I did wonder when that eye was getting ragged whether that might be the weakening trend started, but I didn't. I was very close to posting it out there on the social mediums, but I just thought wait a little longer, and lo and behold, re-strengthening by the looks of it.
Just
I
the,
wouldn't necessarily say re-strengthening,
Well,
but
whatever
rather
it is,
just
consolidating.
getting itself back organized. I don't think that this storm's really lost any strength, or gained any strength for that matter, in the past 12 hours, and I'm not expecting it to really drop that much intensity in the next 12 hours. It's probably going to ride Cat 4 status all the way into Taiwan.
Crazy. Go on.
Yeah, I've noticed it's got quite a large eye. What factors affect the size of the eye inside the storm?
Well, you guys remember the dry eye features with Goni and Aksani earlier. We don't have the same thing here with Dujuan. If we take a look at the warning graphic here, 125 knots right now, expected to only weaken to 120 knots. Maybe another 5 knots of weakening in the next 6 hours there, so I think 115 knots at landfall is a good estimate.
And possibly gusting the Category 5 intensity also. Gusting.
Yeah, but I'm expecting Category 5 gusts to be confined to local areas, like beach areas only.
Okay.
I'm not expecting Category 5 gusts to exactly be too big. But taking a look at this, oh, wow. Okay. I need to recalculate things.
What's going on? Tell us.
Well, I just pulled up the JTWC size map for the system, and the size is completely different.
Oh. Well, whilst you're recalculating, I want to point out what the warnings are in Taiwan right now, because that's rather important. Here's the latest map from the, what's it called? The Central Weather Bureau in Taiwan. Typhoon warnings in effect pretty much for every province of Taiwan, certainly on the main island anyway. Typhoon warnings all over the place. Further north is where you'll be most worried, and you can see they have 4 levels of rain advisories, and they all sound pretty bad. You have heavy rain advisories, highlighted in yellow there. Not many of those, they're all with worse warnings. Then you go up to extremely heavy rain, those are all the orange areas there. Then torrential rain, marked in red, and then extremely torrential rain, marked in the purple areas there, which are mainly over the north and central part of the country inland. And it's certainly going to be a deluge over the northern half of Taiwan, especially on those mountains.
Okay, so as far as, I guess when I last read the GTWC update, apparently it hadn't updated to 21 yet, which may be a problem here, because taking a look at this, the tropical storm force wind field has decreased.
Oh.
The typhoon force wind field has doubled.
Remarkable.
At least doubled. And the storm is also moving faster. It's now moving at 11 miles per hour. Basically, just due to the fact that the hurricane wind field has doubled, this has actually caused the cyclone destruction potential rating on this storm to go up, and it is now rated as a stage 9 typhoon.
And how would you compare a stage 9 to a previous storm? I know you have a lot
I really don't wanna ring bells here, but Hurricane Katrina at landfall was 41.4, and that is exactly what this storm is rated right now.
Katrina at landfall, but not at peak.
Correct. Katrina at peak was 53 something.
Good lord. Whilst I've got the graphics up as well, I just want to show you where the warnings are in Japan right now as well, because there are warnings there too. These here are the Miyako and Aoyama Islands. They're all under typhoon warnings right now. Moving further up along the coast, there's Okinawa. Gale advisories in effect for Okinawa. The Amami Islands up there further north, no warnings in effect there. There is also a yellow typhoon alert in effect for the coast of China. Obviously, they're expecting typhoon conditions as well after it's finished with Taiwan.
Seems another hurricane that's very close to this one was when Floyd was passing through the Bahamas, although Floyd
yeah.
was a bit stronger.
First visible
Another-
imagery appearing from the Himawari satellite now. I'm not entirely sure whether the eye appears fully round on there.
Higher than Ivan, Jean, Francis, Charlie.
In fact, the eye sort of has a little bit of a round egg shape or something.
On Dujuan?
Yeah. Egg's not the best way to describe
Yeah,
it.
you
but-
well, there was definitely a. Yeah, but at least it actually has like some type of round appearance to it.
It certainly is round, I can tell you that. It might
It's
just be
round, but it's not
something.
circular. Is basically what we're saying here. That's two completely different things.
And I've noticed as well as, especially on the floater imagery, there's little bits and bobs hanging around the center
Floater.
of the eye as well. It's not a clear eye.
No, this has not been an exactly clear eye,
Well,
and
does this
it
signal
really
anything?
hasn't been. I'm not necessarily 100% sure. I really don't pay too much attention to what's actually going on inside of the
Yeah.
eye.
Okay.
Now let me just actually, if I could get some high res. Once the visible imagery comes up with for Dujuan on Himawari 8,
It's certainly starting
which should
to.
probably come at around 7 o'clock.
Should be during the show.
Yeah, I'll get some comparison images and we'll take a look at that.
All right. Any questions for us? If you're watching right now, don't be afraid to send them in. Right now, though, I don't know if anyone else on the team would like to talk about anything in particular, either to do
Yeah.
with Dujuan or anything else. Michael,
I do.
Yeah.
we'll go to Justin after that as well.
Okay. So just saying to you guys, hopefully most of you that can see the lunar eclipse, enjoy it, guys.
we talk about.
Yes, we have to, because actually this is the only, I think for another, this is like, this is the only lunar eclipse, also with a supermoon,
Until 2033.
for, I think it's for like 30 years or something,
2033 is not 30 years.
or 28 years, but they said it was
Not
approximately,
28 either. It's 18.
It's 18.
oh shit.
Michael, thank you for the language.
Okay, there's something official, I need to go back to school.
Supposed to be a clean show, you know. Goodness me.
Well, I definitely need
There's
to
an
go.
explicit.
Does it work?
Michael, there's a time and place for everything, and it's called college.
Justin, did you what were you going to say?
Basically, Taiwan is done for.
Taiwan is done for. That's very
Pessimistic.
I wouldn't
depressing.
make that judgment. This storm is still a very far stretch from becoming a storm like Typhoon Bofa or Typhoon Haiyan,
And,
the Philippine double whammy from 2012-2013.
I have to remind everyone
This
as well
storm,
that these storms aren't rare either. For Taiwan, they're not rare. There was a period from
Right.
2005 to 2008 where they got hit by 10 typhoons. I think it was 6 of them, Category 3 plus.
right? I'm not necessarily that this is a rare occurrence, but certainly any storm that gets over a 40 on the CDPS is a rare occurrence. That usually happens to 3 or 4 storms every single year.
Right.
The only other storm that's actually eclipsed 40 this year is Typhoon Sodalor, Ham just missing. So this storm is absolutely impressive with where it is right now.
All right. Lee, did you have anything to say?
Not at the moment, I'm just a bit of research today.
Did Daniel just think his name was Lee then?
No, it's just the internet's been a bit funny.
Yeah, so funny that we can't see a live picture of you anymore.
Oh no.
You're talking without your mouth moving. I don't know how you managed to do that. Oh, he's back. Sorry, Lee, what
My
did you say?
back.
I'm just doing a bit of research at the moment.
Yeah, indeed. We were having a chat before the show, weren't we? I forgot what we were talking about now. Just the general information about Dujuan.
Yeah, so
We're looking at the history, myself, Lee, and Craig. I don't know where Craig went off to, but who knows? Maybe he's having computer
Oh yeah,
trouble.
my guess the storm is almost ready, by the way, guys.
Fantastic. We'll be doing that later on in the show, by the way. We'll be playing Guess the Storm. Well, hey, we may as well take a look at what else is going on around the world now.
yeah, may as well.
Would anyone like to lead the way on that, or
Yep.
shall I take a look? Go
Yeah,
ahead, Mike.
okay. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
currently...
I'm gonna keep cycling through with Dujuan images.
Sure.
Okay, so guys, interesting around the tropics at the moment. Few interesting storms as well. We've now got confirmation in from the National Hurricane Centre, though this is old news now, that post-tropical cyclone Ida has now become post-tropical.
What?
Yeah, we knew that.
You mean tropical depression Ida has become post-tropical?
Oh yeah,
It's
Oh, mate,
post-tropical. It's
fuck's sake.
Michael, thank
I need to
you.
go back. I need to go
I'm
back
gonna
to
have
bed.
I'm gonna have
Sorry.
to get rid of you next if you carry on. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Outrageous
anyway,
behaviour.
okay, let's go again. Okay, start again. So yeah, we've also got two disturbances in the Atlantic with, I believe it's Invest 96 and 97.
No,
Oh no, it's 98 and
98,
98, no, 98, 99.
Is the other one even
so-
numbered yet? Or is it just
yes,
Yeah,
that
that's
is.
true.
They're both there.
So Invest, so Invest 98.
Neither
is
of according
currently-
to the ATCF, neither of them are numbered.
What?
Well, they are numbered. They're definitely
Well,
there.
one certainly is 98 on the right-hand
Nine-
side of the image that I'm showing right now. It's got a 60% chance.
Oh.
in the
Nathan,
next-
99 there.
Nothing
is
on the
there as
ATCF
well.
though.
Oh yeah, so actually at the moment, I think Invest 98 is Disturbance 2, and 99 is Disturbance 1.
Yeah, that's right.
I think
60%
Yeah.
on
98 will be a
Disturbance 2.
depressing soon.
Yeah, which is
actually.
Invest 98L. So yeah, could be. So yeah, it
That
could be
could be our
interesting.
next
I'll be up
storm.
in a bit.
I think that's the next one to change, actually. 98L.
EPAC?
Yeah. And also, so we've got Tropical Storm Marty, winds of 60 miles an hour. Actually not expected now to become a hurricane, says the National Hurricane Centre.
Well, several
There's
models
also-
disagree.
Yeah, and also, Marty has actually got warnings now issued. Watches actually, a tropical storm watch has been issued for a little part of the southeastern Mexico, no, southwestern even. And also another disturbance there at
Yeah.
40% chance
In the next
of
5
development.
days. Only 10 in
the next 5
48 hours,
days.
though, isn't it?
I think there
Yeah.
was some flooding
And
for
also,
some bits
Tropical
in
Storm
Mexico.
Niala is still going, winds of 50 miles an hour. CPHC still saying that that's going to weaken pretty imminently and turn post-tropical, even though it's moving southwards as well.
Still tropical storm watches in effect for Hawaii. I don't think they need those anymore.
No, it's been
No,
discontinued.
Ah, right. I must be looking
They've
at an
all
old chart.
so, yeah, they've all been discontinued. All warnings there have been discontinued. And also, as we you guys have been hearing, that we still have active Dujuan, still with winds of 145 miles an hour. Air pressure is 929 millibars. Located at 23.0 degrees north, 124.8 degrees west.
But
Weakening is expected here on in. Possible
Is it?
landfall in Taiwan.
Maybe not quite.
Well, that's what it's forecasted to do.
the
Landfall in
officials say
Taiwan.
so, yeah.
Yeah, in the landfall in Taiwan is
Think it
expected
was slow.
Category 2, possibly Category 3 hurricane intensity. And also Invest 99W out in the far western Pacific at around about 173 east, which looking all right at the moment, though I wouldn't place any bets at the moment on that storm developing. at the moment because it's very disorganised. Circulation is everywhere, other than the actual centre of the storm. So that one could be an interesting one. Although a lot of strong storms have started out really disorganised and sporadic showers as well. And also Invest 90S. Debatable for that one, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Debatable there.
JTWC says tropical cyclone formation chance is low for 90.
Yeah.
There we are.
Well, just the latest staying from Mick Office now is we've actually issued a TCFA on Invest 98,
have
98L. Yeah. And also, actually, another interesting thing is there's actually been no activity in the Indian area of responsibility for a good. I think this last thing that happened was like July.
That's actually not all that uncommon. Usually the Indian Ocean goes to sleep in August and September.
Yeah, I think it normally picks up October time because that's what it did last year. Because both Hudhud and Nilofar both formed in October. Yeah, last thing we actually had in the in the
Indian
North
Ocean.
Last thing we had in the Indian was Cyclone Komen in the late July, early August.
Okay.
Yeah, the Indian Ocean has just it's been dominated by shear pretty much since. Even with Ashoba and Coleman, there was still vast amounts of wind shear across the entire Indian Ocean. So there really has not been good formation chances.
Yeah,
for the Indian Ocean.
looking at what happened last year, it was that cyclones Hudhud formed on the
It's not just last year. It's actually pretty much every single year. There's usually a huge break in August and September.
Yeah, and also the more stronger storms came towards the latter part of the year.
Right.
Like Cyclone Phelan was also in
Phelan was not
October.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll have to go off for a minute. I'll probably still be on the call, just muted and off.
Oh, come back soon. What you're looking at right now is Devon's imagery showing the progression of Dujuan. I've also got some imagery up here showing the first visible image from the Himawari satellite. I don't know whether you guys would like me to show it on the screen share as well. It's up to you guys if you want to see it. I'm not sure what observations you'll be able to make from it, to be quite honest. I think you can determine more from the floater imagery, apart that it looks nice. But,
okay, I just convinced my roommate that I don't exist.
Fantastic. That's a big achievement, Devon. Yeah. Okay. Daniel. What's going on over there? You're not falling asleep already, are you?
No, I just haven't got much to talk about.
You've not got much to talk about. Are you looking forward to the lunar eclipse this evening?
I won't be able to see it.
You won't be
But
able to see it?
No, but I'll be looking at the photos you've taken and...
Why won't you be able to see it?
Because I'm on the other side of the house and I can't see it.
I thought you were going to say you're on the other side of the world then for a moment. Okay, well, Justin, Lee, anything to say?
You know what I realized?
Go on.
That if I'm not mistaken, Solar will make landfall on a Sunday at Dujuan eventually.
I don't know, I wasn't here. Devon, did Pseudo made landfall on a Sunday?
I don't remember.
I've no idea. It shows how much we know about days of the week. We lose track of what day it is. We just know when the storm makes landfall. That's all we're here for. There we are.
Hey Nathan.
Yeah.
Be able to see it because here it's completely cloudy.
Completely cloudy over in New York, so no eclipse visible for there.
You might be able to see some of it.
What about Pennsylvania, Devon? Cloudy also? Most probably. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah, I know where we should go next. Let's take a look at the models for the Atlantic and the East Pacific. So I'm going to screen share this if you don't mind, Devon.
Okay, go ahead.
If I can find the button. Screen share button.
I will disable my screen share button so you can find your screen share
There it
button.
is. No, it's
Okay. Are you okay, Jensen button?
No.
Tom said you're the best.
Oh boy. Okay, let's take a look. First of all,
Tom thinks I'm the best.
Yeah, because your reaction to what I said, it couldn't have been better.
there's someone in the background. Wow, I thought Devon was always on his own. Anyway, let's take a look at the CMC model. This is what we've got right now. So to begin with, you can see on the left-hand side of Mexico is Marty there. Over here, that little thingy in the central Atlantic is Ida. Well, it's left of Ida. Ida no more, I think. And lots of high pressure over Great Britain and over off the coast of the northeast of the US and Canada. But let's take a look as the time progresses. Now, the CMC takes Ida towards the southwest. Marty, by the way, dissipates just before landfall. And then look at everything. Everything just decides to form around 66 hours. You can see how many systems. 1 near Texas, 2 near the Bahamas. What's left of Ida just east of that. A possible system near, where is it? Near, oh, what's it called? Cape Cod, off
Nova
the coast
Scotia?
there. Yeah,
Cape Verde,
and
is
Nova
it?
Scotia too. 2 systems not far from the Cape Verde Islands. There won't be storms necessarily. That big thing over the Azores, doubt that's tropical. And 3 new systems in the East Pac. Let's see what happens to them all. It's going to be difficult to track all of them. The Azores get wet for a while. Ida possibly re-intensifies slightly, but not much. A new tropical storm moving towards the north. A monster high-pressure system over Canada. And
quite
that
big over
storm
Britain,
pushes
right?
towards Long Island and makes landfall there. And is that Ida that re-intensifies? Yes, it is. That is Ida re-intensifying to probably a hurricane off the coast of the Lesser Antilles
Why?
by the end of that run.
I don't believe
For
it.
heaven's
It's
sake.
very unlikely though.
I'm pretty sure that was Ida. Yep, that's Ida.
Oh my god.
The East Pacific has the next storm there. You can see 2 new storms forming, a third storm near the end of that run, and a possible 4th. And you can see just on the very edge on the left-hand side, just off shot, a big system just west of Hawaii over there as well, moving north. I don't know whether that's a Niala or a future Oh-Ho.
I
But there
think
we are.
October will be a busy month again.
It's remarkably busy
Oh,
for
oh,
CMC,
oh.
I
is to be
think
believed.
October will be.
This is why we take a look at the other models as well. This is the ECMWF, predicting a little system here off the coast of Texas. Don't know if that's tropical or not. Could be there actually, a depression maybe. A system moving north here. Don't know whether that's Ida or a different one. Big system off the Azores. Don't know if that's tropical or not. Probably not. And a new system forming here as well, well to the north of the Lesser Antilles, and in the East Pacific also. Oh look, a possible hurricane landfall there, and on day 9 and 10 a new hurricane forming and threatening Bermuda also on day 9. And there it is on day 10, looking like maybe a Cat 2.
I think October will be interesting this year actually.
Seems like it. Let's take a look at what the GFDL say on
Should-
Niala.
We should have our first really good Himawari visible imagery in 10 minutes.
No, we've already got it, sort of. Not of the whole storm, but of at least half of it.
Yeah, we got about 3/4 of it right
Yeah,
now.
3/4
Next
of it.
10 minutes, we're gonna have the full storm.
The GFS model, there it is. Again, pretty much the same stuff, but much more lower key, and oh, big systems there at the end of that run. A monster low pressure off the coast of Newfoundland, and a big high pressure to boot to the west of that as well. Devon, have you seen anything like that before? Huge gradient along the coast of Canada there.
Yeah, this
That's what happens when there's a high pressure and a low pressure right around there. I mean,
Yeah.
that happens.
Does it happen often? I've never seen anything like that before.
Not necessarily often, but that's usually what happens with nor'easters.
Huge low pressure though. Look at its huge area of influence.
I'm just shocked that there's this huge high pressure over Canada right now.
Yeah.
There's one just going over this as
Seems
well.
overpowering.
A possible hurricane hitting the Baja California Peninsula there as well. I'll be coming on to your comments in a little while. But first of all, we'll take a look also at the NavGen model finally. Let's see what that says. Again, the possible formation of that new Atlantic system, that's the one with 60% chance in the next 5 days, and 2 days actually. And what's left of Ida possibly re-intensifying slightly and then weakening again. I think it's rather likely that we won't see anything more from Ida, thank goodness. Two storms affecting Hawaii and by California Sur as well near the end of that run there. We'll be taking a look at the HWI a little later on, but back to the team for now. What's going on?
Is there anything I should talk about?
But you tell me.
I can't think of anything.
It's the latest colour image of Dujuan right now. Devon? Lee?
Yes, I'm waiting 10 more minutes so the Terminator crosses a little bit more.
Well, what are your current opinions from the screen share right now? Anything?
Very impressive storm.
Remarkable. I wonder whether if we move further east we'll be able to spot the other systems that are active. There is an invest near the international date line. I'm not sure which one it is round here, somewhere around here. One of these things is an invest. And way towards the east, can I spot Niala there, towards the far right of the image?
Probably.
A little circulation going on there, south of Hawaii. Yeah, that is Niala, far to the east. But there we are. Beautiful world, by the way, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Okay, David has a question for the Force 13 team. Which has been the best model so far this year?
Usually there isn't really the best model, but the ECMWF has been more right than wrong.
Right. AJ Johnson says, hi, do we need to worry? I'm not sure what exactly you need to worry about, AJ, because I don't know where you are. Please let us know, and we'll be able to better answer you. But I can tell you where you are if you need to worry. Taiwan needs to worry. China, parts of China need to worry. I've forgotten what the name of the province is called where that is. And Hawaii probably doesn't need to worry anymore. And pretty much anywhere else doesn't need to worry right now, particularly. The Yucatan probably getting a bit of rainfall from that current invest which is over the area. To find the Himawari images, by the way, what's the best place to find these, Devon?
Usually RAM.
Yeah, the RAMMB.
That's where I go.
That's certainly where this image has come from, showing the world. And it's updated, I think, every 10 minutes, so if you just reload the page every 10 minutes or so, you should see something new. There's also this image as well, which shows the latest imagery from a close-up, though you can't really see it very well yet. Give it another hour or two and you'll be able to see it better, and you'll get a nice little close-up on that. But until then, that's the place to see it in its full fantastic quality. It's like a library in here. Daniel, why does it sound like a library in here?
In where?
In where?
I don't know.
Oh, where else would we be right now? Have you forgotten that you're here? Do you know where you are?
Yeah, no, of course I know where I am.
Oh, fantastic! I was just checking. I was just checking to make sure.
Back.
Welcome back, Michael.
Hello.
Do you want me to do some more? Do you want me to do Guess the Storm for you?
A little bit later, please.
Not yet.
First of all, let me show you the latest HWRF runs. They also show several other models and what they say, but the HWRF, that's what it says about Ida. Not much. But you can see on the other models here, Devon, what do you make of this? One model predicts a hurricane.
Can I just guess what the model is without looking at it?
Go on.
GFDL?
No.
CMC.
Oh, the ship's model.
No. What?
If
Of
that's the
all
right
the
ship's
models.
And apparently there's
all the
a ship
models,
for
the
5-day
ship.
that says near hurricane strength also.
Usually the ships is in line with the ECMWF.
Well, ECMWF isn't actually on here, but the HWRF and the GFDL are actually the least bullish there, Devon, in the long run, both predicting the storm to be very weak from 2 days onwards. Not even a storm, it's so weak. But that's that. Invest 98L. The HWRF, the wind swathe there showing what's expected to happen. Tropical storm force winds won't be affecting any land areas, I don't think, if the HWRF is to be believed. But again, we have the ship for 5 days saying that the storm could reach near hurricane strength, 72 miles an hour. Other models there, HWRF says 45, ships says 47, the LGEM says 41. So most of them say tropical storm, albeit not by terribly much. Marty right now, this was from earlier on, and you can see the HWRF and the GFDL being the most bullish this time, as you'd expect. Both of them predicting Marty to have a party and become a hurricane. And reach wind speeds of up to 90 miles per hour. Though it won't be much fun and games for Mexico if that was to occur with tropical storm watches already in effect. Niala, I think the game is up for Niala mostly. There's the wind swathe, but here's the intensity charts. Most of them calling for weakening immediately. Certainly in the long-term trend there, but perhaps a little bit of re-strengthening late on, but not by much. And finally, Dujuan, I don't think much needs to be said about that because we've already seen it. I mean, look at that. Actually, no, this is big news. The HWRF is predicting Category 5 there, Devon. Briefly, before landfall in Taiwan, with a peak wind speed of 168 miles an hour. Sorry, 158 miles an hour, not 160. 158.
Good lord.
That's not good.
Though it does also say that it will only be a tropical storm by the time it makes landfall in China, and it'll be long gone very soon after that.
That's not surprising.
But I mean, look at that right now.
It's not.
It's a big storm. We'll go back to the imagery and that very soon indeed. In fact, Evan, you can take the screen share now if you like. If not, I'll show the.
Yeah, no, I don't have imagery up on screen share right now.
Well, let me show everyone the sea surface temperatures right now. Here it is. We have lots of different ways of viewing everything. First of all, looking at the Eastern Pacific, you can see south of Hawaii, it's looking rather good. Warm temperatures there where Niala is right now, around 28 degrees Celsius, warmer as it progresses southwest. I wonder whether it will even die, but I think it will. Further east where Marty is right now, 30 degrees waters, very warm indeed. 26, don't forget, is the threshold. Yes, indeed, Lee. The Gulf of Mexico, rather warm, 28 to 30 degrees. Off the coast of Cuba, 30 degrees. The coast of the Bahamas, 30 degrees. Around the Lesser Antilles as well, extending to Barbados, 30 degrees off the coast there too. Where Ida is right now, I think that's a bit farther to the east, but certainly over 26 degree waters. It's probably the warmest part of the year around the world for sea surface temperatures, though it is starting to wane now, I think, Devon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yes, you're
it'll
actually right,
start.
yes.
It usually doesn't actually start to wane until mid-October.
And there's the Indian Ocean. Don't forget that invest in the South Indian Ocean. I can't remember exactly where it is, but I think the water temperatures are warm enough there where the invest is. The South China Sea between the Philippines and China and Vietnam, very warm there right now, the warmest part of the West Pacific, 30 or 31 degrees Celsius. Where Zhejiang is right now, water temperatures fairly warm, around 28 degrees, though they will be declining on approach to Taiwan, though it will still be around 28 by the time it makes landfall. On the other side, much cooler, 26 if that, by the time it makes landfall in China. Further east, much warmer waters, 30 degrees generally, but a little cool tongue of water extending up from Indonesia there to the east of the Philippines, which might extend very soon. But waters are beginning to warm up in the southern hemisphere down there as well. Anyway, I think I'll hand it over to the team and give myself a little rest for a few minutes. Go.
I've got. Should we think we could do some guess the storm now?
What time?
Not yet.
Wait 4 minutes, Michael, and then we'll do some guess the storms. Well, whilst we've got nothing else to do, let's take a look at the wind shear maps. Now, this to the untrained eye is a mass of colour, a mess of colour, perhaps. Daniel, tell me what all this means. Go.
And oh,
Oh, we're losing you. Your signal.
I said, is that?
Go on.
I'm sorry, that's the wind shear, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, well, it shows you've
Yeah.
not been listening then. I already
The
said
red-
it was the wind shear. Anyway, let's go. Let's
The
just
red,
do it.
the red areas are the where it's the highest, isn't it?
Good. Red areas
Yeah.
show very high wind shear. Around... Devon, what did you say is the cut-off point when it starts to affect storms? Around 15 knots?
Usually 15 knots
Yeah, when
is usually where it starts getting bad.
So we're looking at the blue areas there. The blue and dark blue areas show very favourable conditions for storms right now, and lo and behold, the Zhejiang is over one of the best pockets of low wind shear in the whole of the West Pacific, albeit there is a huge area of low wind shear out in the open waters. Goodness knows what will happen if a storm forms there, Devon. Gee.
Yeah.
But all the way into Taiwan and China, wind shear is low. After it moves poleward, after landfall in China, well, of course there's land interaction, but also look further north, absolutely huge amounts of wind shear. Japan is completely shielded by that. Northern China, the Korean peninsula, completely shielded by that at the moment also. I don't think any storms will be getting close to the mainland of Japan or South Korea. But the Zhejiang right now looking very good for a high impact landfall in Taiwan, I'm afraid. Moving to the East Pacific, there you can see Niala's downfall right now, south of Hawaii, over huge amounts of wind shear, 40, 50 knots perhaps, 60 further north and more. Certainly not good for Niala. Marty, on the other hand, looking a little bit better, around 25 knots, but that does rise as it moves north, so if it's going to become a hurricane, it's got a very short window to do that now. Looking at the Atlantic, you can see that little L, that's what's left of Ida. Devon, what's your opinion on Ida? Ida's whole life story.
Ida's whole sad life story.
Use one word to describe it. Abysmal.
Sad.
Sad.
Very poor stuff.
Yeah, wind shear right now, rather low, 15 to 20 knots. That's pretty much the cut-off point that Devon mentioned earlier. What is stopping Ida right now? Is it dry air?
Well, you just said 15, 20 knots of wind shear for a storm that weak. That can be detrimental.
Can it? Okay. You can also see on the left-hand side there, well, off the coast of the Bahamas, that little blob there with sort of like a white outline around it, of blue, which is where Invest 98L is, a very small pocket of low wind shear. I think if 98L does develop into a tropical storm, it will have a tough life.
It's likely.
Yeah. Also, the Indian Ocean. Oh, no data. We'll go back 3 hours. Still no data. Okay, fine. No data for the Indian Ocean. Well, I guess we'll conclude there then. And see if there's any new imagery of Dujuan right now. Yes, there is. Ah, there we are. Beautiful.
I am
storm.
looking. This is about as high resolution as I'm going to get it, and I tried to get the scaling to match as good as I could.
Yep.
But here we're going to compare two very similar storms, at least in my belief. On the left, here.
Yeah.
On the left is this is Typhoon Dujuan, as it was about to make landfall as a Category 4 typhoon on Taiwan, and here is now Typhoon Dujuan, and looking very similar in appearance, to say the least. As crickets
I think it
start
actually looks
going
better,
off. Yeah. Well, this is with Dujuan at 120. This is actually with these two storms at very similar intensities. Storm on the left estimated by the Navy at 125 knots, 916 millibars.
Ah, I see, yeah. I just want to point out something else that David has noted. I just want to show you the wind shear map of the... I'll show this to you as well, Devon, actually. Going to have to do this rather quickly. What the wind shear looks like in the East Australia region. Where is it? There it is. So that you can see low amounts of wind shear around 170 east, 10 degrees south, and I believe there's a little system there right now. The vorticity shows sort of moderate amounts, would you call that? That's something that he pointed out.
That might be a precursor. That might be a precursor to something.
You think so? Let me just
it
see
could
where
be.
it is.
I'm not pointing fingers right away.
Here's an alternate view of the Himawari, by the way. Not as bright as the other one. But there's the storm.
Guys.
Yeah, we'll be on that in just a few seconds, literally. I just want to try and find that storm first that's further south. Oh, there's not actually much around there. There's just a little...
Just quickly saying as well, 1 hour, 14 minutes to the start of the eclipse.
Oh, I'm a bit disappointed now, Devon. There's just a few clouds there. There's not much.
Oh, well.
Michael, well, we've covered Dujuan for an hour or so. We'll also do another roundup before we finish up at 11:30. Sorry, at half past. Yeah, 11:30 UTC. That's in half an hour, by the way. But until then, Michael, take it away.
Just one more thing, actually.
Okay, Devon first then.
It's actually another comparison image that I wanted to pull up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is actually comparing. This is actually comparing Typhoon Dujuan today to Typhoon Dujuan from yesterday.
Oh, right. Today and yesterday.
And I can certainly make the argument that it looks a lot better than it did yesterday.
Don't you think it has a bit of that herb look about it?
I don't know what herb looked like.
It just reminded me. It just looked a bit like herb for some reason.
Yeah. Well, if you know what Typhoon herb looks like, you can imagine that. If you're like me and do not know anything about West Pacific storms, you could not
I just thought
envision
it
what
looked a
that
little bit
looks
like that, but I'm not sure if it does actually. Herb was as a Category 5, of course.
But definitely showing annular characteristics, no matter what way you look at it.
Yeah.
I don't think that the scaling. I don't think that the scaling between these two images are the same either.
Yeah.
But no, I think they might be.
Okay, Michael, go ahead with Guess the Storm. And Devon, take a look at that link.
Okay, just one quick thing before we
Oh,
start
the
the Guess the
moon.
Storm. So yeah, this is just the simulation of the lunar eclipse
Right,
of tonight.
yeah. I see. So it actually turns black before it turns red, is that right?
Think so, yeah.
That seems a bit weird. Well, we'll find out for ourselves. I have checked the weather forecast. It's increasingly likely that we're going to have clear skies tonight in the UK. So
Yeah, I just saw the radar there.
Can you guys see that? Can you see my screen
Oh,
now?
we
Guess
sure
the Storm?
can. Sorry,
on
Luke.
cloud cover.
Yeah. Go ahead with Guess the Storm.
Guess this one. What the hell is
That's
this?
the question. Can we possibly zoom in on that? No, is the answer.
Anyone want to take a guess now?
Oh my
I'm just waiting
god.
for it to come up on YouTube and it'll
Typhoon
yes.
Genevieve.
No. I'll give you a clue now.
Yeah, I figured it might be. Jimena.
Incorrect, no.
Ignacio.
No, that's gonna be it. That's gonna either. I think that's a cell, but I doubt it.
Don't do it too quickly, Mike. Oh, it's his L.
I might get going soon.
I was pretty sure. That's
is
Hurricane Michael.
Sorry. I'll stay a bit
Oh,
longer
come
then.
off it, Michael. Pick harder ones. We're not even giving the viewers
That's
a
Typhoon
chance.
Soldalor.
We're not even giving viewers a chance here.
Go. Oh.
Michael makes
Soldalor.
them far too easy. Okay, if we'll start at 0 again. So this is, if it's not Pseudolore, then is it? Oh, it is. How predictable!
No.
Oh my god, I'm done.
Dujuan, by the way, by any chance, rather? Oh my god. Really?
Mm.
Okay. Oh, this might be a little bit more interesting.
I know.
It
I might
is
know.
this maybe a Cyclone Marcia?
Oh.
Cyclone Nathan.
Is it Cyclone Nathan?
Of course it is.
Uh.
Yep.
We're not even going to bother.
Choose
with-
between Daniel or Michael, and it's
tiny.
Cyclone Nathan.
Is that what it said?
Oh shit.
Michael.
Strike. Hurricane Wreck.
Jimena.
No.
Oh.
David says, I find Guess the Storm interesting and something that tests the mind. Sorry, David, not tonight.
Don't worry, I'll give you. I'm gonna use my random storm generator and give you guys an impossibly difficult one.
Well, at least you won't know it either.
Get another clue, please.
I just got to point out that everyone watching at home is on around a 1 minute delay, so I apologise for old guesses.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Michael, don't be so quick about it. Ignacio.
No.
Doubt it.
Jimena already. Oh no.
Doubt
Carlos.
it. No.
Okay, this one might actually be more tricky. Don't be so quick about the clues.
I don't know. Hurricane Karina. I have no clue.
Oh dear. What is this?
No, Karina was only at Camp 1.
I am actually not sure about this one. Martinez says Andres.
No.
I'm going to say
Hurricane
Blanca.
No.
It's probably not from this year.
Oh.
Daniel.
Oh, that's interesting.
Daniel has to be. It's Daniel. Okay, well, someone actually guessed from the viewers there, so that is a genuine point for the team. So that's 1-0.
So,
This is my guess is Joyce.
Yeah.
Joyce. Even.
Joyce.
Couldn't even say Joyce properly.
It looks very elegant.
no, that's Zeta.
Is it?
Oh.
Pretty sure it is.
Are you sure?
Looks a hell of a lot like Zeta, anyways.
I'm not convinced. Oh, it is.
Nice.
Congratulations, Devon. There were no guesses from the viewers on that. I think that the new rule is, if there's no guesses from the viewers, then you don't get a point.
Okay. Sounds good. I actually like that.
Failing.
Yeah, guess right away so the viewers don't get a point.
So that no one gets a point. I mean, come on, Mike. You gotta make these more difficult. At least.
Hey, I didn't know that was failing. I didn't know that was failing.
Okay,
so.
fine. You were just failing there.
Okay,
This
so
one
how many
might
were
actually
this?
be more difficult, but I wonder
1,
whether
2,
it is
3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7,
no,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Hurricane
14,
Chris.
15, 16, 17, 18, 20.
Is it? I never know whether it is or not. Until oh, yeah, yes, it
Oh,
is.
base level.
Yeah, that's Chris.
Sorry, Martinez.
People-
He's trying to play, but we're going way too fast. Michael's malfunctioned.
Well, it's an Atlantic storm.
Well,
Well, that kind of doesn't help unless it's Igor, but I doubt that. I don't think it is. Maybe it's Katya, but I also doubt that.
I'll try and find
He's
it.
only this.
Oh, hold on.
I don't think it's Katya. He's only displayed Katya
Yes, it
16,000 times. It is?
That's 16,001. That's the end of Michael's farce.
Okay.
And that means I'm going to have to find my own now.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm
look,
working
guys.
on it.
This is a girl I was speaking to on Omegle.
Fantastic. We don't need to know that, Michael.
Unnecessary.
I am working on it. Just give me a minute, okay?
Michael, this is supposed to be storm updates.
Michael,
We're
this
looking
is
at-
really unprofessional.
Yeah, sure. We're looking at
Going rather fast, actually.
Typhoon Dujuan right now, which is headed towards Taiwan. Now, don't worry, guys,
Is
watching
my
at home.
screen share on?
We're going to give you some proper guess the storms in a moment.
Yeah, one's coming up right now, actually. I just need to make sure I know the name of it.
Okay.
And then I can type it into my phone so I can give you clues, because
Right.
I've never heard of this storm before.
Oh dear. Well, how are we going to know what that storm is, Devon?
Alright, by the way, guys, this is the official countdown now. It is now 1 hour and 4 minutes until the start of the lunar eclipse.
Congratulations.
Oh, I might be in bed by then.
You'll be in bed.
Well, I already am in bed, I'll just be
Well,
asleep.
yes, you'll be asleep. Right. Okay. Welcome back, Devon. It's fine. We're waiting.
Mm.
Daniel, what are you waiting for?
Dunno.
Oh. That's underwhelming.
I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm not waiting for anything.
Right. I thought you were waiting for Guess the Storm to start again. So,
It
wait,
is.
guys.
Oh, if it's Devon, it'll go on all night.
Don't forget, we'll have a roundup of Dujuan at the end of the show. If you've just joined us and want to know about the storm right now, just skip back a while. Skip back half an hour or more, and you'll be able to see what we were talking about earlier on in the show, when we were talking about Dujuan at length.
Sorry about this. The internet on my phone is not being fast at all. It's being extremely slow.
That's
It's starting to
unfortunate.
hang. Yes. So let me just make sure that the name is erased on this, and I'll just hope that you guys will not see me peeking over
Right.
looking for clues.
Okay.
So we're going to test this.
I've got one, I think.
We're going to test this.
Yes, I've got one. I've definitely got one.
Just hold on. There's that. Okay, are you able to see the storm?
It's coming up. Oh, there it is.
Okay, are you able to see me peeking at my browser right now?
No.
No.
Okay,
Are we
good.
supposed to?
No. That you're gonna have a bad time if you do.
Right.
So unless you think it's like stupid easy, I mean buzzing.
It's not stupid easy, I can tell you that much.
Good. So if at least
Uh-oh.
yeah, I needed to put the background color as white. Well, I guess that's the best resolution I'm gonna give you. Sorry, guys.
Oh. I'm clueless. Michael?
Come
Don't know.
I
on.
don't know.
Uh-oh.
Actually,
Go on.
Hold on.
Typhoon
Hold on.
Atsani.
I cannot confirm nor deny anything as my paint was malfunctioning.
Well, don't forget, it's one that Devon hasn't heard of.
Which is every typhoon.
Oh.
That really doesn't help.
So it's not a typhoon then.
Of course it's a typhoon.
These are the whatever they're called, the Ryukyu
Yeah,
Islands.
the
there.
Japanese Ryukyu
So
Islands
this is
there.
definite. I will give it away that it's typhoon.
It's since 1997. Because
Yes,
it's
this is a Navy image.
Yep, so it's since then, but there's been a hell of a lot of storms since then. It can't be any of the 97 storms, because Devon would have heard of it.
Actually, you'd be surprised. The only ones that I've memorized are Isa, Nestor, Joan, Ivan, and Taka.
Okay, Martinez says Wifa,
What?
or...
Muifa?
No, W-I-P-H-A.
W-I-P-H-A?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'll try Nestor. Did you say Nestor? You knew?
No. Yes, I know what
Oh,
I know what
God
type
damn
of
it.
Nestor
What were
is.
the other ones? Isa.
I said I know what Isa is too.
Oh,
Those
I'm
were the
gonna
ones
swear.
that I memorized. You
Hag says Neoguri. I don't think it'll be that.
Magnus.
Miyaguri.
It's in the wrong place if you're thinking of the recent one from last year.
I think.
I will
Zangsang.
say that Zhang Sang. You're gonna have to tell me how to spell that.
Zangsane.
I'm thinking that's how it's spelled,
S-A-N-E.
I might have to go in a minute.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're wrong there.
Daniel, any ideas?
No, but I might have to go soon.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's late.
I wish you'd tell me you knew.
So
I'm going
to
start off. I'm going to start off with the
Yeah.
clue that this is not a super typhoon.
Right, names back then. Axel.
Axel?
I'm sure there was a name called Axel.
Well, that's not how you would spell it. You'd spell it like that, and no.
Martinez says Vong Fong.
I'm gonna go now then.
It's one that Devon's not heard of, so it can't be that recent. Alright, Daniel, well, have a great night.
Good night.
Bye.
I've heard of the name Bong Fong, but I don't.
He didn't say it. He said Toodle Pip.
Let's see here.
I'm stumped, basically.
Yeah, so am I.
Me too.
This storm did not make landfall.
Oh, that's helpful. Is it a double-barreled word?
A double, hyphenated word?
Yeah.
No. It is, the name is not hyphenated.
Okay, well that might help me very slightly. I'll get what I can get. Other guesses, sorry. Fan phone.
Hold on.
I've just no idea. What on earth this could well be? Betty.
Betty.
No. That's too long ago.
Well, it's not Betty.
The other guess was Fanphone.
I'll just put this here.
It can't be that.
Fang phone?
Fanphone. No.
That's what I heard.
P-H-A-N. Sorry, it's the P-H. Fan
Like that?
phone without the G, basically.
Fan phone?
Yeah. Strange name.
Okay, good.
Lee, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
Any ideas?
Well, this storm peaked as a Category 4.
Right.
And what basin's it in?
Westpac. Prapiroon.
The West Pac, Western Pacific.
I think that's how that's spelled.
No, it ends O-O-N.
I didn't hear.
I can't pronounce all of the names in the Western
It's
Pacific.
mad,
so-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Excuse
This was an October storm.
Yeah, it looks like one, I suppose, but it doesn't help me.
An
Songda.
October Songda.
Why not? Does anyone know?
Okay, I'm going to narrow it down to 2 years for you guys.
Okay, that
so
might
I'm
be a
going to
help.
give you guys 2 minutes to figure this one out.
Here goes.
2 minutes. Okay?
Yep, go on.
This storm occurred in a year where the Atlantic was more active than the West Pacific. 2 minutes starts now.
Oh, crap. Oh, dear. I've lost. No, I haven't a clue.
Yeah, right.
Dujuan.
No.
Let me try and think. Balavan.
Balavan?
Sure.
Kaitak.
Kai-Tak.
No, it won't be that.
No hyphens.
Yeah, no hyphens.
Kirogi.
Kirogi.
Kirogi? How the hell is that spelled?
K-I-R-O-G-I.
K-I-R-O-G-I. Oh, crap, that's right.
Is it?
Oh yes, get in there.
What was it?
Mike has
Get
got
in
it.
there.
What was that, Dave? What was it?
Remarkable.
Kirogi.
Remarkable. Well, that is 2-0.
It was the second. It's because it was the second storm off. It was the storm after. Well, the next name stormed after Typhoon Long Wang.
Oh.
And I have a Long Wang too.
Michael, thank you. Let's move on to the next guest for story.
Strike.
Here it is.
I give Michael a yellow card.
Yeah, well, we're nearly done now. Well, the question is, though, what the hell is this? You guys can't see it on Skype yet. Hold on.
It's probably Cyclone Katrina Victor Cindy.
Hey guys, welcome to Monday.
Congratulations.
Everyone's worst nightmare.
Right. What the hell
Not
is
Monday
that?
yet.
That was a bank holiday.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
It might be easy, it might be hard. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you where it is to make it hard.
I can't see it yet anyway.
Oh.
Because of the minute delay.
For some reason, that's kind of reminding me of the structure of Hurricane Wilma.
Wilma?
Is it the one that's...
There it is.
I don't think it is, but it's just reminding me of Wilma.
Is it Hurricane Irene?
No.
No.
No, it's going to be a
basin's
hurricane that. It's going to be a hurricane that has two very distinct eye walls, an inner and an outer. I'm trying to think of one. I think
super tough. I can't tell you where this is. Martinez says Katarina.
No.
Sorry, nope.
I was thinking along the lines of Typhoon Muifa.
Typhoon Wifa? No.
Okay.
Michael, any ideas?
Let's have a look.
That is a storm undergoing an eye wall and this is not Wilma, right?
Yeah, it's
Looks a little bit like Hurricane Ernesto 2012.
not Wilma. Obviously, it's an International Space Station pick, so that means it's since around 2000.
Right.
Is it Atlantic as well?
Oh, I can't comment.
No, I'm just
And
asking
Nathan,
what basin.
Is it
I'm
Hurricane
not
Ernesto?
100%
No.
No.
What basin's it in?
That's way too strong to be Ernesto. This has a very distinct inner and outer eye wall.
Hurricane
It's
Rita.
caught right in the middle of an eye wall replacement cycle. This is at
Tell
least a
it's the
cat.
Northern Hemisphere, at least.
I know that.
Yeah, this
Nathan,
is-
I'm just wondering what basin it's in.
I can't tell you. It's over an ocean.
This is at the very least a category 4. Is
At
this?
4.
Oh, I think this is too far fetched. But is this Cyclone Nargis?
No, it's not. This storm peaked at least a Category 4.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I
That's
just
really
confirmed
not a
that.
surprise. Let's see here. Typhoon Knock 10.
No.
Damn it.
Lee, what do you think? I will... Oh.
I'm a bit confused today. I'm just
I'll
trying
tell
to
you one
figure-
thing. It's not an Indian Ocean cyclone.
Right.
It's not...
Okay.
It's not a Caribbean hurricane. It didn't enter the Caribbean at any point during its life.
Okay. Hurricane Isabel.
No, it's not Isabel.
No,
Martinez says
sir.
Ike. It's not that.
Hurricane
certainly
Sandy.
wouldn't be that either.
Not Sandy.
That's a
Oh no,
massive
Sandy didn't
system.
get as strong as that, didn't it? No.
I don't think this storm ever had an eye like this. I'm thinking maybe a Hurricane Ioki.
Good guess, actually, but no, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think it ever had a formation as good as that. Damn.
Right.
No, if I guess Ioki, I guess the next guess would be Genevieve.
No, it's not Genevieve. I'll tell you one thing. Devon is so far the closest. But Devon has had a lot of guesses.
Yeah. Oh,
Hurricane
wow.
Oscar.
Sorry. Lee?
Hurricane Oscar.
No, not Hurricane Oscar.
No, not Oscar. No.
Hurricane Luis. No!
No. I'll tell you one more thing, because time's starting to run short. It's not in the whole of the Atlantic. It's somewhere else.
Oh, right, okay.
And
Hurricane Marie.
Sorry.
Marie.
Correct. It's Marie.
Marie, is it?
Holy.
Congratulations, Devon.
Eastern Pacific.
Yep, Eastern Pacific 2014.
I had my doubts about it.
Yeah, it was definitely Marie. Martinez said his L there at the end. He was getting closer too, but Devon just got there in the end. Yeah, that's the only one I've got at the moment, so back over to you.
Great. Okay.
We have time for at least one more.
Well, I do not have one right now. So
Oh.
I'm just gonna look at the type tropical cyclone naming list. I'm just gonna pick a name and hope that it's been used before.
I'll go and find one. I'll go and find one with an outrageous name. Or should I? Oh, I don't know. Right, I'll let Devon do it. But do hurry.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Yes, I'm trying to hurry.
All right then. While Devon works on that, let's take a look at the latest information going all around the world right now. This is what is going. Oh, that's a black screen. This is what's going on right now. Here's Typhoon Dujuan edging ever closer to Taiwan. Michael, Lee, what are your observations on those latest frames?
Yeah.
Not much.
I'm just tired at the moment, plus I'm waiting for the eclipse now.
Strengthening, weakening. The outer.
I
panels,
think
so-
it's got. Sorry.
Go ahead.
You go there.
No, you go.
I think
No,
it's
Hugo.
peaked now. Actually, I'm actually thinking it's peaked now.
You thinking it's peaked?
Yes, yes.
Possibility. Devon's. Guess the storms arrive. Don't forget typhoon warnings in effect for the whole of Taiwan. A yellow typhoon warning in effect for China, and a typhoon warning in effect for the Oyama and Miyako Islands of Japan, with a gale advisory in effect for Okinawa. What the hell
Okay.
is this? Who knows? Oh,
Okay,
Devon,
can you see me peeking out my browser?
Yes.
You can see this.
We can't see it now, but we saw you selecting it.
Okay.
So make sure it's not on the window title.
Okay then. Well, if you saw me selecting it, it was on the window title, so.
Well, I didn't see it. Oh,
Okay, well, I'm going to get rid of that window in that case. And nobody saw it. I will commence.
I don't know if anyone saw it, but whatever. What is it? I haven't got a clue.
Good question. I don't even know what what it is.
West
Oh,
Pacific.
maybe it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the only one. So okay,
Typhoon
I'm gonna have
Gillis.
Phyllis.
Oh dear.
Don't think that's how that's spelled, but
It is actually.
Oh.
Well,
yeah,
congratulations.
not Typhoon Phyllis.
Hagapit.
No.
Tropical Storm Yemyen.
Yemyen. No.
Tropical Storm Ting Ting.
Ting Ting.
They're real names.
I'm done.
Is it?
They're real names, trust me.
Ting Ting.
Yeah.
Okay, the first clue I'm going to give you is that this was actually the first time that this name had been assigned to a storm of hurricane strength.
Oh god. Faxai.
So I'm saying A, it's a hurricane, and B, this is the first time that
Hank
this.
says Matmo, but we know it's a hurricane now. Alright, Amanda.
Amanda.
Is that land on the left?
It looks like there's
On the left, I cannot confirm or deny.
I'm not sure. Because it can't be E-Pack.
I think you're right, Nathan. I think.
Can't be specific.
Oh,
land.
crap.
What?
Oh well.
No, there's no. I don't think there's land there. What? What's there?
Well, I will not be giving away any clues as to what year this is.
Oh, why?
Oops.
What's the reason?
I just realized how obvious the image is now, and I feel like hitting myself with a frying pan.
I don't know.
Okay. I will say. Well, I
one
think
else
only
knows.
Nathan has guessed so far. So
Yeah, Hank guessed Matmo before.
Matmo.
Yeah.
No. I will say that Nathan has definitely been the closest.
See, clearly. Carlos.
You're getting warmer. Because this storm is in the East Pacific.
Barbara.
Hurricane Emily.
Emily, he said.
Emily.
What's it called? Fausto.
Fausto?
Sure.
This storm was Karina.
Karina.
Okay, this was an October
Oh
hurricane.
my god. What was it? What's it called?
And this storm also would correspond to the latest usage of this name as well.
Oh dear. Trudy.
True.
Vance.
Van. How old do you think the storm is?
What are you talking about? We had it last year, didn't we? Or whenever it was.
I don't think we had a Vance last year.
It was recent. I'm sure of it.
We haven't had a V-named storm in the East Pacific since the 90s.
Hold on, I'm finding this out. Devon, I assure you this was recent.
Okay,
Yes, it
please
was
hold
last
on.
year.
There's
It was last year. We had Vance.
no V-names.
Academy 2.
90s.
I knew I wasn't going mad. Hack says Ingrid.
I don't know.
I think Devon's lost it.
Alright, thanks. I thought you were looking for grandma for a second.
Okay, we're hearing background noise. Hi Lee,
that?
me and you.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
here
just,
to guess what the storm was.
Back.
Welcome back, Michael. Do you know what this storm is?
Nope.
it was last year, so...
Hank said Ingrid.
Okay, Ingrid. Is that the guess?
Yeah, that was his guess, and my guess was going to be this before he said Ingrid, but it's quite ironic he said it now. And my guess is Manuel.
Not bad.
I can't,
40 minutes till the eclipse starts.
yeah, I can't think of any more specific names.
Is it Odile?
This
O'Deal.
storm actually came very close to making landfall in Mexico at one point,
Oh my god.
though did not maintain its hurricane status for that long. Maybe for a day or so.
Oh
Is
my
it
god.
Laura?
Nathan, do you know I could just have a little bit of free advertising on here quick?
After we finish, and it depends what it is.
Did you know that you
It's
could...
just saying, all I'm just going to say is quickly, if you guys check out my channel, Force 15, there will be a live event
What happened
as
to
soon,
the minute?
it'll probably be, we're starting the live stream in the next actually 20
That
minutes,
sounds like a
possibly.
lot of fun.
It'll be starting the
will-
stream in
I
20
would
minutes
like
time.
to say, instead of worrying about the eclipse, which actually doesn't start totality for another 2 hours, why don't you try guessing the storm?
Oh dear.
Actually, for another 3 hours, 4 hours, excuse me, 11 o'clock is when the totality begins.
I thought it was
Is it
3.
Zeke?
I think it's only 3, Devon.
Well, penumbral
Is it
starts.
Polo?
Penumbral
Yeah,
starts
if totality
at
starts at
109.
3...
109 is when penumbral starts.
Okay, nice.
How
Well,
about
totality
Julio?
starts at, if it starts at 3 Zulu, that's 10 here. I mean 11 here, so...
Alright, we're running over here, guys, so let's finish
I
this.
don't know, I'm trying to guess, but he's a...
The totality is at 3:15.
How about you guess the
Um,
storm?
How about Hernan?
Hernan.
Hernan. Hernan.
No.
Leicester.
No.
No, Leicester's not.
I really don't know what to say.
Me
I already said that
Forster.
this...
I said Leicester.
This storm was, if I give any other clues away, this was an October
Is it
hurricane.
Winnie?
I'll say that.
Norbert.
Norbert and Wendy, no to both of them.
Don't
How
think he said
about
Wendy.
Winnie?
Lenny?
Winnie?
Winnie.
Yes, Winnie.
Winnie, no.
No. Right.
That's an October storm. This was a... I would
Yolanda.
say would be a Well, by total number of storms, this is a very inactive season
Oh my god.
for the Eastern Pacific. But I take a look at major hurricane total, and it's like, Jesus.
Nora.
Nora is your guess.
Yes.
Well, you're getting warmer, but no.
Is it Yolanda?
Kiko.
Wait a second, maybe not. No, not with Nora. You're not doing good with Nora. No.
Kiko.
Kiko, you are not doing well with that either.
Evo.
Is it Yolanda?
This is not a Central Pacific storm.
Evo is an EPAC name.
Christina?
Christina.
It is not Christina.
Cosme.
No.
No, October.
This is an October
It's
storm,
October.
You
guys.
forget
Storm.
this after a while. Evo began with an I, by the way.
Oh.
Zeki?
October storm, and we're gonna guess Zach. Okay.
Whoa.
Anyone else know who's watching? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna shorten this down to 1 hour as 1 minute, because someone's going to look this up right away and figure out what it is right
Genevieve.
away. So you're gonna have 1 minute, starting at the end of this clue. This storm was part of the 2011 hurricane season.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
2011.
And it only takes 30 seconds to look these things up, so.
Dora.
No.
I can't.
Category 2.
I don't know it. I wasn't there in 2011. No.
Michael randomly comes on the mic and screams the storm's name after looking it up.
Yeah.
Is it Hillary?
Is
I
it
think
Hillary?
Hillary.
No.
Hillary, oh.
No.
It's not Hillary. Category
That
2.
was-
Hillary was a
Cat
4.
2.
That was that. Justin says Irene.
Getting pretty close, but no.
Oh my
Arwen?
god. Erwin. he
Hurricane
said.
Arwen? Arwen?
Erwin, there we go.
He's got it. Oh wow. Congratulations.
Hurricane
3-1.
Hurricane Erwin.
3-1 at the end of that. Way to go, Lee. And that's us pretty much finished.
I have breaking news.
Yeah, what's that?
We're Mick Office now upgraded.
Oh, the Mick Office.
Yeah, we're
Look at
now
the Mick Office.
we're now upgraded Dujuan to winds of 155 miles an hour.
Right.
Oh my god. We're trying to prevent panic here.
Yeah, prevent the panic, Mike. Come on. The good news is that Michael's often wrong. No,
No, basically we run under the
It's
we
only
run under the worst case
145.
scenario.
okay. Well, the worst case scenario is a strong Category 4 landfall for Taiwan, and that may well happen in the next, what is it, 12 hours now? We're going to be doing updates every 6 hours at Force 13 HQ. The next update will be at 8 AM at UTC. That's early afternoon local time, I believe, early to mid-afternoon. But, guys, any parting comments before we finish? Oh, it's just you, Devon.
It's just me.
It's just you.
Everyone's gone off the call.
Everyone
As far as any closing comments, the only one I would have to say is that gales probably should be affecting the eastern coast of Taiwan at this point.
Yeah.
If they were making any last-minute preparations today, they should have been completed at this point. And this is your last chance. If there were any evacuation orders, to please heed them.
Yep.
Just get out of the way of this storm. But once the winds start going over gale force and they start becoming sustained, just please don't go out and risk your life trying to
Alright.
get away from the storm by then, because you're just going to make things worse.
Well, thanks very much for watching. We're on Facebook and Twitter, search Force 13. Until next time, I'll be back with another update at 8 AM UTC, and we'll be live again very soon as well, so don't miss us. We'll be back again soon. Stay on the channel, subscribe to Force 13 to be kept in the loop about what's going on next. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.